Hi, well, I'm smiling because it's only day one of the Act for Peace ration challenge. We've done a little bit of work here to figure out exactly what 1 day's worth of food is on the refugee ration challenge, and this is it. Obviously, rice is going to be our staple. That is 274 grams of rice, and that's got to last me a day. I think what I'm going to do is divide that in half and try to have half for only 2 meals a day, half for the first meal, the other half for the second meal. I think that's probably enough because that will swell up to 3 times its size. But when you see some of these other amounts, it's quite scary. I mean, look at this: lentils, 24 grams, chickpeas, 12 grams, beans, only 57 grams, and each of these are going to have to be divided in half to last me for the day. Look at the oil's okay. I think that's all right for a day. That's 43 mils per day. Yeah, so that's fine. But I tell you what, if it wasn't for these food coupons that I didn't actually see when I first did my unboxing video, I reckon I'd be really hungry. So this is what refugees get in refugee camps so they can buy a little bit of extra food. So I'm allowed to have an extra 1.5 kilos of rice for the whole week. So that added up to my original pack, which is here. So this was my original pack of rice. Imagine that divided into 7 and only 1/7 of this per day. So added to this is an extra 1.5 kilos, and you can see the result of how much that is on the plate there. So yeah, rice is definitely going to be our staple. I have a question for you though, and that is regarding the sardines. Okay, this came with the ration pack, 125 grams of sardines. Do the maths, you'll figure out you're looking at 18 grams of sardines per day, which isn't a whole lot. My issue is that I'm vegetarian, so I'm in a bit of a quandary, and I'd really like your opinion on this. Obviously, a refugee in a refugee camp doesn't have the option of saying, oh no, I'm vegetarian, I don't eat sardines, I'd like tofu, which is what the Act for Peace people tell me that I can actually substitute with. I can take about half of this, 125 grams, and substitute this for the tofu. So should I do that, or should I try to be a bit more purist about it and realize that refugees in refugee camps don't have the privilege of being picky about what they eat? They just have to eat what they're given. What do you think? Should I eat what I'm given? Should I eat the sardines? Or should I stick with my vegetarianism and go with the tofu? What do you reckon? I'd love to hear your comments. Yeah, so please post them under this video. And I'd also like to say thank you to the people who have donated just in the last couple of days. Caleb donated and Rachel donated, so that's awesome. We'll put that up there, and we'd love for anyone else who would like to help with the refugee ration challenge to help me out. The money goes to refugees in refugee camps in Jordan who have escaped the Syrian war. So we've made our first dish here. This is rice, and there's actually lentils mixed in with the rice, which you can't see, and a couple of red beans on top. It's not a whole lot, but this is my first meal. Well, it is a whole lot of rice, actually. Look, I think I'm going to be okay if I get to eat this much every day, but it is going to get a bit boring. So I'm hoping to turn I think what we'll do is get all our chickpeas, and we'll turn them into hummus. That'll be cool. And I think we'll probably take all our flour and we'll turn that into flatbread. So we'll have flatbread with hummus in meals that are coming up that'll be a bit more creative. But right for now, we're starting with just the rice, lentils, and beans. Check it out, the Act for Peace website. Love you to sponsor me, love you to help out. I'm going to get stuck into this. See ya.